Hi there, come on in.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you, Gabriella.
Hi, I'm Taryn.
Taryn, very nice to meet you. Did you have any trouble finding the place today? I'm just gonna grab your coat.
Yeah, sure, thanks. No, actually it was good. Once I got in the building, it was pretty straightforward, so normally I get lost, but...
Yeah, it's getting kind of chilly out, isn't it?
Yeah, I almost had to put on some mitts, but...
Yeah, it's getting to be that time.
Almost that time.
Before we get started, coffee, tea, water, can I offer you anything?
Yeah, sure, tea or coffee.
Sure,
whatever you
okay.
want. Perfect, thank you.
Now, when you were outside waiting, did you have a chance to speak to the receptionist about confidentiality at all? Did you touch base?
Yeah, I looked over it a little bit, so I read through and I didn't really have any
Okay.
questions. So.
I'm just going to review it quickly just to make sure that if you do have any questions, we can go over it now. So before we get started, I do want to let you know that this office and this space is a safe place for you to talk about whatever you feel comfortable disclosing to me. However, there are some instances where I would need to break confidentiality, and those include if you're at risk of harming yourself or someone else, if a child or someone deemed vulnerable were at risk, if my notes were subpoenaed into a court of law, or if you were to give me written consent to share my notes or disclose what we discussed in our meetings. Does that all make sense to you?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty straightforward.
Okay. Now, before we get started, why don't you just tell me a little bit about yourself? I want to get to know you.
Okay. So I go to Algonquin. It's my third year. I'm 22. So normally around this time I play soccer and hang out with my friends, but I haven't really been doing a whole lot of that.
Okay.
recently.
Yeah, I went to Algonquin.
Oh,
too.
really?
Yeah. How are you finding it? I really liked it.
Yeah, I mean it's good. I'm doing museum studies, so I don't really know what I want to do after, but I'm liking it so far.
Yeah.
The teachers and all the courses are pretty good. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And, museums are really interesting, so it's a great field of study to be in.
yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, well, why aren't you playing soccer this season or hanging out with your friends as much?
Well, I recently found out that I'm pregnant, so can't really play soccer when you're
Okay.
gonna have a little ball of your own. So
Absolutely, absolutely. And I can see how this is both an exciting time for you, but also a really uncertain and almost scary time for you as well. How are you feeling since finding this out?
I'm feeling excited. Like I know I'm gonna be a good mom, even though I'm really young. Like none of my friends are pregnant. Obviously, we're all still they're all going out to bars, and I obviously can't do that anymore. So, but I'm excited. Like I know I'll be a good mom, and even if I have to do it all by myself.
Okay. Well, your confidence in being a mother is a really great asset to have, and knowing that you believe in yourself and you believe in your ability to be a parent is a really strong strength to have. Now, if you don't mind me asking, have you sought any self-care? Have you gone to go see a doctor yet?
Yeah. I actually went last week, and she told me that I'm 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Very exciting. So, how do you feel about being 6 weeks along? Are you nervous at all, or?
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm more nervous just because I don't really know what to expect with the first months of the pregnancy, and I haven't really had anyone to talk to about it. So that's kind of why I'm here, just to have some advice and stuff like that.
Now, you did mention that you didn't really feel like you had anyone to talk to. Do you feel comfortable speaking about that a little more to me?
Yeah, well, since I found out that I'm pregnant, my boyfriend's kind of been out of the picture. We hadn't really been dating for all that long. Like he was only been dating for 6 months, I guess.
Okay.
Like I've known him for a while, and just one thing kind of led to another, and we were using protection, but it just didn't really happen. So
Things happen.
yeah.
Of course.
So I told my parents, and they were not very thrilled, obviously. So he is out of the picture. I told my parents, and they told me that once the baby comes, I can't live with him anymore.
Okay.
So I'm currently living with them until the baby comes, but once it's born, like they said, they can't stay.
Now, it is very disheartening not to have the people in your life around you supporting you in your decisions. However, it is good that you do have your family there until baby arrives. But I can see how you feel almost lonely in this situation.
Yeah, I'm just worried that I won't have anyone to talk to as I start to change, and I don't really have anyone to talk to. Like I can't talk to my mom about what happened because it's like an elephant in the room. We don't really talk about it. And my boyfriend, well, ex-boyfriend now, like he's just kind of gone. So.
Well, it is important that you know that I am here to listen and talk. If you feel that's something that you want to do. Now, from your perspective, what do you feel are some of the biggest stressors in your life since you found out this news?
Definitely knowing that there's a time limit to when I can stay at my parents'. Like, I can't really slow it down or speed it up. Like, it's gonna happen whether or not I want it to. Like, I have 9 months, like pretty much. So, just knowing that there's a time when I'm not gonna be able to rely on my parents to house me or have shelter. So, I don't want to be out on the street with my newborn baby. So that's probably my biggest stressor. And then I guess just not having anyone to talk to, which I mentioned already, but definitely the housing first.
Of course. Now we do have some options for housing, but I'd like to offer you another resource just before we touch on that, just because it's something quick that you can even take home with you.
Sure.
It's a book called What to Expect When You're Expecting. I'm sure you've heard of it
Yeah.
before.
It's a movie now, right?
It is a movie as well. And the book sort of just offers advice through all the phases of your pregnancy, and even when baby arrives. So if you're at home and you're having some feelings and you want to know if they're normal or if other women are experiencing them, a really great resource to have when you are alone. Would that be something you're interested in taking home with you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because I said, I don't really know what to expect when you're expecting.
Yeah.
But just knowing that, like, if I'm feeling things that I don't know if are normal or if they are normal, like how my body's going to change at the different months, I think that would be a good resource to have. So that I could, like, physically look it up as opposed to, like, typing it on the internet because I don't know. The internet is not a reliable source.
Of course. Now we do have copies of the book on loan here at the center. So on your way out, I'll show you to the resource center and we'll be able to get one checked out for you. Okay. And you can keep it for the next couple months just so it's there for you. Sure. And you have that as a reference.
Okay.
Now another resource that we refer a lot of our clients to is called St. Mary's Home. Have you heard of them at all? They're located in the Ottawa area.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about them.
Okay. Now what St. Mary's Home is it's both a residential and an outreach program for young parents, both mothers and fathers. The residential program would be a really great option for you once baby arrives. We can get you in there, go to bed, just so you have somewhere to go and that weight is off your shoulders. In terms of their outreach program, they have some really great stuff like peer counseling, so you can meet with other girls your age and talk about how you're going through your pregnancies, career support, self-care. Does that sound like something that would be of value to you?
Yeah, absolutely. And that would give me someone to talk to about what's going on, other moms, and just like having a physical place to stay, like that even in itself is worth it.
Yeah, we found a lot of the women that we do send to St. Mary's House really end up finding a lot of support in the other women that are there, and even find lifelong friends that they've had their pregnancy with, and their children grow up together after that. So it's really about extending care. So even when you're ready to move on from St. Mary's, they have programs there to offer you some supports.
Yeah, that sounds like really awesome.
Now I do have a pamphlet here that has all of their information, a link to their website. The resources that I did list, they have plenty more than what I expressed to you today, so you can go through there. If the things I said aren't of interest to you, they have other stuff too.
Okay.
One thing that St. Mary's does encourage is that the mothers themselves call, and just so they can hear their story. Do you feel comfortable doing that?
Yeah, so I just call them and tell them about my boyfriend situation and parents, and how long I plan on staying there and stuff like that.
They're definitely very good at listening and accommodating to each person's specific story. Do you have any other questions about St. Mary's?
No, I think that's pretty, I have a pamphlet and you've given me a good outline, so if I call them, I can always ask them.
For sure, and they're really great at listening there, and they're definitely an awesome resource to have. Now, we are running out of time right now. Do you want to discuss anything before we start wrapping things up at all?
No, I think we've set a good plan in order, so I'm feeling confident about it calling, and hopefully they can just get a bed set up for me, because I won't need it until
You your steps that you're taking right now are so proactive and so brave in making sure that you and baby's health and well-being are looked after, not just immediately, but in the future. So you really are making some really intelligent and great steps today.
Yeah. Once I found out I was pregnant, I knew I wanted to keep it, so I just had to make the right steps.
Absolutely.
Ensuring that I have like a healthy pregnancy and baby.
You're doing a great job. You really are. Now, next week, do you feel comfortable coming back in to see me just so we can check in and see how things at St. Mary's went?
Yeah,
Yeah?
sure. Yeah.
Okay. Just because I want to touch base with you and I know that I am here still to listen and to talk. Okay? Sure. So, why don't I schedule an appointment for you and I'll go grab your code?
Okay.
Sure.
And then we'll
great.
go grab the.
And then we'll go grab the resource from the center.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect.
Just a sec.
Okay.
There you are, and I'll come walk you out for today, okay?
Yep.
Thank you.